After my mother's funeral, my stepfather and uncle trapped me in the attic. Sign the house over or rot up here, they said. For 3 days, I endured the heat and hunger. Then I found an old phone charger and made one call they'd forgotten about. The attic door slammed shut. The lock clicked. Then another. Then a third. Sign the house over or rot up here, my stepfather Carl said through the wood. We've got all the time in the world, Uncle Rick added. You don't. Their footsteps retreated down the stairs. Mom had been buried 6 hours ago. Her funeral barely over before they made their move. The attic was suffocating. July heat, no windows, just one dim bulb hanging from a wire. I pounded on the door. Let me out! Nothing. My phone was dead. They'd taken my charger, my wallet, my keys. The property deed sat on the floor where they'd thrown it, a pen beside it. Just sign it, Maya, Carl had said before locking me in. Your mother would want this. Liar. Mom's will was clear. The house went to me. Not to Carl, who she'd married 2 years ago. Not to Rick, her deadbeat brother, who only showed up when he needed money. But they didn't care about Mom's wishes. Day one was rage. I screamed, kicked the door, threw boxes at the walls. The house was empty. They'd sent everyone home after the funeral, told them I needed space to grieve. Nobody would come looking. Day two, the heat became unbearable. Sweat soaked through my black funeral dress. I found bottled water Mom had stored up here. Warm, plastic tasting, but I drank it anyway. Carl slid a granola bar under the door once. Ready to sign? He asked. Go to hell. Suit yourself. We can wait. Day three, I woke up dizzy, dehydrated. Everything shimmered in the heat. Then I noticed something. An old desk in the corner. Mom's desk from when she'd used the attic as an office. I crawled over, pulled open drawers, office supplies, dusty papers, photographs. Then I found it. A phone charger. Ancient. Same model as mine. My hands shook as I plugged it into the outlet near the desk. The outlet worked. The bulb was on the same circuit. I connected my phone. The screen stayed black for 30 seconds. Then the Apple logo appeared. The phone powered on 2% battery. Then 3, 4. I had one chance. Maybe 2 calls before they heard me. Who could I trust? Not the police. Carl was buddies with half the department, golf every Sunday. Not my aunt. She'd sided with Rick. Then I remembered. Mom's lawyer, Janet Cordova, the woman who drafted the will. I found her card in my contacts. Hit call. 1 ring. 2. This is Janet. It's Maya Chen. I whispered. I need help. Maya, are you alright? My stepfather locked me in the attic 3 days. He won't let me out until I sign over my mother's house. Silence. Are you serious? 3 days. No food. He's trying to force me to sign the deed. Where are you now? Still in the attic. I found a charger. My phone's at 6%. Stay on the line. I'm calling the state police right now. My battery hit 5%. Janet, Carl's friends with the local cops. They won't help. Let me handle that. Keep this line open. I heard her typing, making another call on a different phone. 4%. Downstairs, voices Carl and Rick arguing about something. 3%. Maya, officers are 20 minutes out. Can you hang on? I don't have 20 minutes of battery. Stay quiet. They know where you are. 2%. I heard cars pull up outside. Multiple cars, doors slamming, heavy footsteps on the porch, pounding on the front door. State police, open up. Carl's voice rose in panic. What's this about? We have a report of unlawful imprisonment. Open this door or we're breaking it down. My phone died, but I heard everything. The door crashing open. Shouts. Carl and Rick protesting. Check the attic, a woman's voice commanded. Footsteps thundered up the stairs. The locks turned. 1, 2, 3. The door swung open. 2 officers stood there. A woman in her 40s. A younger man behind her. Maya Chen? I nodded. Too weak to stand. You're safe now. They helped me down the stairs. Carl and Rick were in handcuffs in the living room. This is a misunderstanding, Carl said. She's confused. Grief does terrible things. Save it, the female officer said. We've got the 911 call recorded. And her lawyer provided the will showing you have no claim to this property. Janet stood in the doorway. Professional. Fierce. Maya's the sole heir, Janet said. And you're both facing kidnapping charges. Federal charges, actually, since you held her for ransom. Carl's face went white. Rick slumped in his cuffs. Kidnapping carries 25 years in California, the officer said, leading them toward the door. And attempted theft of property during commission of a felony? That's another 10. They shoved both men toward the patrol cars. Full story on the channel linked below.